You read Charles's book, Broadmoor, My Journey into Hell.
Yes.
And off the back of that, you instantly felt this connection with a man you'd never met or anything else, and you felt the need to write to him.
Yes.
So take it from there. How did it start?
First of all, when I first saw it, I thought to myself, as probably most of the public do, I thought, oh, I'm not really interested in that. He's that kind of thug, that murdering person. I didn't really know anything, but I put the book back and then I picked it up again and I read it, and I've read it in 2 days, and it made me cry with a kind of empathic way, but it made me laugh out loud. I just connected with it in some way, and I wrote to him to just say thank you for writing this. It's really helped me. Not thinking about getting a response, not even entering in, nothing of that kind of comes to my mind.
Can I say helped you?
Yeah.
So what helped you what?
I'd suffered myself in the past from some kind of dark times, as I would call them. Sort of struggled mentally with a few things. And reading about his experience of being in Broadmoor really kind of... I found it very inspiring. And I found the man's spirit, the way that he's still got such humour, still got such zest for life. And so it was told in such a way that I connected with it, and I just wanted to say thank you because it really helped me. And like I said, not expecting a response at all, and I got one to say, oh, thank you. And I think I might have put a couple of jokes and a bit of a character as well, and I put a couple of things in there. And he wrote back saying thank you for responding to me, and I said thank you for responding to that, and it kind of went from there really. So it was just
the letters continued, constantly, and then he decided that he wanted to meet with you and asked if you would come to the prison.
That was after a long period of time. So we started in 2013. I only met him last November. So this is a long... I think that's the kind of misconception that's happening at the moment, like it's this 5-minute kind of thing, but it's not at all. We've been friends and building a friendship for quite a number of years.
Did it start off, do you think, as it, because you've said that you were very interested in all of, you know, criminology and reading this. Do you think because he wrote back to you, it maybe started off as an infatuation of, wow?
I was surprised that he wrote back. It wasn't an infatuation there. I didn't even tell people. It wasn't even... That's why I think it's come out as such a kind of surprise to everyone. You know, they think it's like a brand new thing, like I've said. But it wasn't an infatuation. It was genuinely that I was starting to get to know this man, and then he'd start to send me artwork, and I found it fascinating.
So when did your feelings change?
Yeah, I was about to say, when did it shift from... Because obviously he was, I remember reading in the brief, he was engaged to someone else at the time.
Yes, he was, yeah.
And you were first kind of in contact with each other.
Yes.
When did it kind of start to shift, or when did you feel with yourself that your feelings had changed from just this friendship with this man to, oh, I actually think I have feelings for him that are deeper than just that?
Completely honest, is when I met him. When I met him, which in itself was an experience. I mean, before I went in there to meet him, I thought to myself before I went in, I was with a friend of both mine and Charlie's, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to meet the most infamous... It just hit me before I met him then. Like, I've been writing to him, and like we messaged people on Facebook and all the rest of it, but when I met him, it was a chemistry that I can't... It was... I can't...
OK, Paula, I've got a... So a lot of people watching this are going to look at you and they're going to go, this at best is odd. At worst, you know, you're sort of looking for fame via his infamy. There's a million questions we could throw at you in a harsh way. I'm more fascinated by what's going on here as to why this has happened. And I think you've said before that you've had challenging relationships in the past with people.
Yes, yeah.
I'm no psychologist, but are you sort of in love with his unavailability? No. This is never going to have to be a real relationship, is it?
I can totally see why people would think that. However, no, I'm campaigning now very strongly with Charlie's supporters to get his parole hearing is later this year. And I think it's just worth mentioning that he's 14 years over his tariff now.
But that's because he's completely attacked people in prison. He would have been out years ago.
He would have been out years ago.
He's attacked people.
Yeah.
You know, he's been disruptive on a very violent level.
Yes.
So I mean, you can't say that he's a political prisoner because nobody wants to let him out. He's in there because he's done things. But you know, you've met him 4 times. Why not? You're a very beautiful, intelligent woman. Why not just go to a wine bar and meet someone normal?
I get that. I've had relationships, very functional, loving, wonderful relationships that have just not worked out because I've not connected with them in a soulful way, and I've connected with Charlie in a soulful way, and I don't want to talk about, like, the Bronson image is not what, he isn't like that at all. He really isn't, and that's hence why he changed his name to Salvador. The amount of charity work, he's raised £250,000 for children's charities over the years. We've talked about the future of what we want when he does get out, because it's going to be an issue of when.